Welcome to the No Guilt Fangirls Podcast, where liking what you like is never a bad thing. Here's your host and head fangirl in charge, Patty Holiday.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Monday Movie Minute of the No Guilt Fangirls Podcast. This is a continuation episode from last week. So last week I had Duckie Rowell on with me, and we decided to talk about 2019 movies, what were overrated and underrated. So if you're curious about that, go ahead and scroll on back and take a listen to that episode. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. But we went on a little bit longer than I think either one of us intended. And so I decided that, hey, this makes a perfect time to split this into 2 episodes. So this second episode is all about the 2020 movies that we're interested and we are excited about coming out in the new year. So take a listen. Let us know what you think. You can find us on social media at No Guilt Life, and you can find Duckie over at Magic a la Mode on social media as well. All right, on to 2020. So what are you looking for in 2020 movies? And let's just briefly go through these. We're not going to go into too many details because we don't, most of them at least, I've seen I think I actually came up with 4, but I've seen trailers for 3 of them. 3 of the 4. We're still waiting on a trailer for my 4th one. But
okay.
What do you have out there that you're interested in?
All right. So my 4 at the moment, but I feel like there's always some new additions when it comes to indie movies. So this might change. But right now, my I'm just going to list them in random order. So Dune is probably my number 1. I'm a huge Denis Villeneuve fan. He's the guy that did Arrival and the Blade Runner sequel. And if he could do those things with those properties, I can't wait to see how he handles Dune, because that's a heck of a story. Then I hope that they release a trailer for this soon. But Patty, because we both were at D23, you probably know that Raya and the Last Dragon is definitely on my list, because that new Disney animated movie that's coming out, I hope, this year, looks absolutely phenomenal. My mouth was truly on the ground as I was watching the footage for that movie.
I completely forgot about that one just because it's not really in my favorite wheelhouse. However, at D23, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful and amazing for what we saw. So yes, and to hear you say that, that's a totally Duckie movie. So yes, we will definitely have to talk about that one when it comes out. Okay, and what else?
All right, and then In the Heights, because that's one of my favorite musicals of all time, and I think this honestly might be one of the best musical adaptations already from the trailer. I could just see it looks like Chef Kiss worthy, perfect. Especially if you're a Lin-Manuel Miranda fan, it's definitely something to look for. Then honorable mention / I'm mostly excited for, but because of specific reasons, I can't wait for Black Widow. Mostly because my number 1 celebrity husband, David Harbour, is in it, and he is looking thick and delicious. So I'm very excited. And then I'm really excited for Tenet, which is Christopher Nolan's new movie with Denzel Washington's son in it. And I'm really, really stoked because I'm not the biggest Nolan fan, but when he does stripped down sci-fi weird concept stuff, kind of like Memento, I am hype. So I cannot wait for those movies.
Yeah, Memento was cool. That was cool. It's been forever since I saw that movie, but that was cool. Yes. All right. Well, we have some crossovers. We have some crossovers on our list, which doesn't really. Well, one of them surprised me. I'll have to admit that until you said why. Then I said no, that doesn't surprise me at all. So my number 1 on my list is In the Heights.
Yes,
same reasons. I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda, the music, the story, everything about it. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Oh my God, so excited.
So excited, so excited. Yes. And then Black Widow is on my list as well, and that's obvious reasons. It's the only Marvel movie that we're getting in 2020. So
Oh, that's right.
yeah. We're going to get we're gonna get some. My dog is here. Is like jingling in the background. Hi guys, that's my dog. We are going to get some Disney Plus Marvel, and they bumped that up from I think we're getting it like fall of 2020 now. WandaVision.
Yes, so excited.
And that's going to be weird and wacky and crazy.
It is.
I'm here for it. I think that's going to be cool. But yeah, Black Widow, totally down for that. And when you said, I was so surprised kind of to hear you pick a Marvel movie until you said David Harbour, and then I went, oh, I should have called that one a mile away.
Well, no, I actually am like a huge Marvel fan, but I'll be honest, Black Widow is probably my least favorite of the core Avengers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Florence Pugh, Rachel Weisz, and David Harbour in one movie, I'm like sold.
Right. I mean, they know how to cast these things.
They do
know how to cast these things. All right. So yeah, In the Heights, Black Widow, and then my third one was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, I forgot that's coming out this year. Oh, that's so exciting.
I am so dorkily hyped over this, and I'll tell you why. I loved Bill and Ted's, of course, as a kid because it came out right when I was, in my formative. I was the prime age for Bill and Ted's when it came out.
Right.
And when they announced that last summer or whenever it was that they were doing this third movie, I was like, it's been forever. And I'm a little sketchy on 80s movies because now when you go back and you watch these 80s movies, half the time they are terrible. But you remember them being so amazing when you were in the moment as a kid.
I think that's any sort of nostalgic movie, to be honest. But yes.
Totally. But I will tell y'all, I sat down and I watched the original Bill and Ted's. I haven't watched number 2. I think that one was pretty trashy. But I did watch the original, and the original holds up. And it's surprisingly pretty family friendly. So if you have kids and you want, I have a post on that. I'll give you guys some show notes on that if you want to read it. But there are a few things that were definitely wouldn't happen if they remade the exact same movie now as they were, making back then. But for the most part, it wasn't too problematic. I felt like it held up on a lot of different ways. But on top of that, it was entertaining and it was fun. And I really love Alex and Keanu together. So we're getting them as parents now.
So funny. And I love seeing the beard on Keanu. I can't.
I am all about the Keanu-sence. If this Keanu-sence, if it lasts for the next decade, I am down for it. Please just keep it coming, guys, right?
Same.
More Keanu-sence. But yeah, so Bill and Ted's made my list of what I am most looking forward to this year for that reason. And then my honorable mention has to go to the Jungle Cruise.
Oh, I almost put that on my list.
Yep. And this is because I am obsessed with The Rock. I love almost everything he does, with one exception of Jumanji. Dude, don't do that ever again. Like he can't be an old man. He can't pull that. His range is not that far, right? And so
I haven't seen that, but I'm glad to know.
I had issues with that portion of the film because I was just like, baby, you can't. No, who told you could do this? But other than that, I love The Rock. I love Emily Blunt, obviously. I mean, how can you not? And then plus it's based on one of my favorite dorky Disney attractions. So,
same here.
I'm down. I will be there opening night for this one. So yeah, Jungle Cruise is definitely going to be a must-see for me. So, 2020 is going to be, I think there's going to be some good movies out there. I don't know what the critics are going to say versus what we're happy about, but I am here to talk about it for all of 2020.
Yes, girl. Let's bring it in.
We keep that discussion going, and that's what the Monday Movie Minute is all about. Those were our overrated, our underrated, and the ones we're looking forward to in the new year. Now, anyone listening, if you have opinions on this, if you want to talk about it, you can find us on Twitter at No Guilt Life for me and at Magic a la Mode for Duckie, and let us know what we got wrong. We'll fight. We're okay with fighting. It's not a problem.
We got our fighting gloves ready.
That's right. Now, there is going to be a fangirl episode happening on, I think it's scheduled to go out on Thursday, but here's something new that I'm doing for the next couple of months. And some of you are going to not be interested and you're going to be like, no, spoilers. And Patty, I can't listen to you. And that's cool. Like, I get it. But for those of you that get obsessed about things and have to talk about it immediately, like I get obsessed about things, we're doing this every Wednesday. I am going to have a whole Schitt's Creek recap for season 6.
Very cool.
Yeah. My pal Jamie, who she was on the Dan Levy fangirling podcast that we did last summer when I discovered Schitt's Creek, and I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I know about this? Yeah, I'm that person. Well, season 6, guys, this is it. This is the final season of this absolutely wonderful, beautiful series, and it is on Netflix right now. So if you haven't started watching This Americans, because I know some of you haven't yet, go ahead and get started now.
Including me.
Oh, girl, get on Schitt's Creek. Get on Schitt's Creek. You will love it. But season 1 through 5 is out now. Season 6 won't be on Netflix until like October. I do have some ways. I'll put this in show notes as well. Some options for people who are like, I don't want to wait till October. I want to watch it now because that's me. There are some options for you, even in America. If you're in Canada, you're golden. You're set. You get to watch it like immediately. But the rest of us have to figure out ways to make this work.
Is it a Canadian show?
It is. It is.
I never realized that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's real. It's just so well done. It's so great. So I think the shows drop every Tuesday night. So my friend Jamie and I, we've committed to watching it and then getting together on Wednesdays and talking about it. So hopefully we can keep that schedule. If not, we'll try to get it, we'll get our act together. But that's something to look forward to if you are interested in Schitt's Creek. And if you're not, if you skip over those, I get it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But you guys know how I am. If I love something, I have to talk about it immediately. So I couldn't watch it and then keep quiet about it like for forever. Like that was just not going to work for me. I can't wait until October, guys. So I'm going to put it out there. It's going to exist. And when you are ready to talk about Schitt's Creek, you'll be able to come back to the podcast and find our Schitt's Creek episodes and listen to them then. Okay?
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for fangirling with us on the Monday Movie Minute, and come back and fangirl with us again real soon. Thanks, Duckie.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.